Okay. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome. Welcome again for many of you, I'm sure. How is everyone this right now? Hey, RS Mix, Rod, Brian, Steve, hey, John, hey, PF Dennis, hey, Derek, hey, Tor. Who else do we have here? Kevin and Doom and Little Brat. How are folks? Hey, Jordan, hey, DJ, Michael and Brian and Sir McSquishy. Who else? Daniel Hewell. Thanks for becoming a member. Can everybody hear me okay? I didn't even do a check beforehand, and I usually do. Second stream. New location. New location. Hey, Dama. Hey, Jeff and Kittrell. Hey, Chad. Barry. How are folks? Somewhat set up. It's not done. Lighting is needs tuning. Lighting needs tuning for sure. And I need to take the time and do camera settings, because right before stream, one of the reasons I was a little late is this camera would not focus. So Pascal was mentioning in NeuroStream that it was focusing behind me, and I was looking at my screen and it looked sharp in both locations, but they were right. It was a little sharper on the background than on me during NeuroStream. And so I played around with it a little bit right before stream, and it's doing okay right now, but it could be better. So, but this is way nicer for the garage. This location is where I need to be. I just have to figure out the things around it. So I've reclaimed a ton of space over here where this table used to be. And it's not like I just moved it, because moving it, but I moved it into a cubby here. So really I'm only encroaching on like less than half the space I was over there. So, hey Yuri. Background is a little better lit, maybe causing it to autofocus there. It might be. And the camera is sitting down in a little cubby right now, which is probably screwing with things. What I really need to do is probably set a manual focus on that, because it's just for this view. I might even change cameras for that. We'll see. But yeah, we're back on the Trident today. I did a little bit, very little bit, between streams, and yeah. So I am basically where Phoenix was at some point. Yeah, I'm right. I mean, my drill press was right here. So I like the color in this view. Yeah, it does seem to do pretty well for that. I agree. Oh, this, what is it? This is the next step in cleaning up the other garage. So that's my carpet tiles. They just arrived today. Hey, Sir Guy, hey, Tuxedo, hey, Skyrim. So these are interesting. These are race deck carpet, snap carpet. This is the old ones. I was not expecting the color change. They don't have color options. You order it and it shows up. I think it's listed as black. This is very much not black. This would be. But this was also 12 years ago, and this is a little thinner but softer. I think I'm actually gonna like this better than I did this. This stuff was actually uncomfortable if you were crawling around looking for a part. It was a little uncomfortable if you were crawling around looking for a part. This feels softer, so I'm looking forward to getting it set up. And that'll be, I don't know when that's going to be, but it's got to be relatively soon. Those just arrived today. Ah, Trident. Okay. So a couple of things on Trident that I realized in between streams. I realized that I can probably swap out the power supply and gain some room underneath the deck. So just gone gray because it's getting old. Black might make drop black oxide hardware harder to find. It might, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I've got speckled white and black and gray epoxy floors in here that make it nearly impossible to find stuff. Which, by the way, I dropped one of these. I dropped that like 2 weeks ago working on black box. And I just found it today looking for the M3 shim that I dropped today. Hey, Dr. Dave. Forbidden Meanwell. What? Hey, Brent. Hey, Poity. Yeah, magnets. There we go. That's the solution. So, anyway, just throwing pictures out there for the thumbnail. And I did, if anybody noticed, I did get a couple of hex trays printed right after the Nero stream this morning, because I had to print the Positron tray. So I've printed 3 trays in the last 16 hours or so. Color changing floor so I can contrast the thing I dropped. There you go. So anyway, I'll put this one away. Trays turned out pretty good. And I threw the fasteners that I just tossed in a bucket last time in there. So how big is my collection of hex trays? It's not, because I give them away. I give them, I've brought them to various events and given them away there. So I'm down to, I mean, basically those. I have the Rook, I ran into a problem this last week. I was trying to get it out of here and get it off to the winter. But I ran into a tuning problem on it. So I need to figure that out. But anyway, I still have the tray for it, but I'll send that along with the Rook. So, hey, Incendium. Hey, Ed. So we can go a few different ways today. We just need to make progress on the Trident here. One thing that we can probably do is start putting the gantry together, although I'm going to swap out the Y rails. I noticed there was some roughness on them last stream, and I cleaned them. They are better, but I think the chrome is flaking off some of the bearings in there. So, yep. So I have replacements on the way. So, the mystery to end all mysteries. How many Steve builds 3 seconds does it take to print a hex tray? New 3 seconds or old 3 seconds? But let's start talking about the double T 9mm gantry here. So let me bring up the GitHub for that. It says live in 60 seconds. That's 20 times. Seems like the chrome plating should be more durable. It should. And I bought these from West 3D. I did talk to Daniel that they've not heard reports. Any of these are going to have a certain percentage of failures, right? So they are taking care of it and sending me a new set. It's not a big deal, but it means I'll have to swap them out. Hey, Sean. Comments are not coming through. Is there a filter in place? I see you. Are you trying to do a link of any kind? Let me turn on, I keep forgetting to turn on live chat, but I don't think it's going to show anything either. Because I never see the moderated comments. I don't know why. So let's bring up, what are we looking for? Double T 9mm. Yeah, let's try that. Aluminum gantry, there we are, 3D printing mods. Let's copy this link and paste it in chat. Even in live chat, I don't see it. I've checked. I've tried before. Also remember, Polymaker filament giveaway. Same time at in about an hour and 47 minutes. See how many likes we can get by then. Hey, Dwayne. Hi, Jason. Okay, so aluminum gantry for Voron Trident. There's a few different variations. There are a few printed parts. I've got those printed. The Meanwell's removed from all U.S. sailors from the sanctions towards Russia. Is Meanwell as well as Mornsun? Sergei, are you thinking Mornsun or are you thinking Meanwell? Or are they both? Because I know that Mornsun is sanctioned right now. At least 7 likes by then, I reckon. Anyway, aluminum gantry, there's one for 6mm belts, and then there's a laser cut version. But what we're going to use is a CNC version for 9mm belts. Just Meanwhile, I think it's the other way around. Mornsun, 100%. It's Mornsun. Now, if it's also Meanwhile, then that's news. But Mornsun is absolutely sanctioned for doing business with Russia, right? Is basically the... So, anyway, we made a modification to the frame, the vertical extrusion in the back last stream. Because the 9mm belts, the entire stack up of them is wider, so we needed more clearance for that. And that was done. So if we go through here, do we have any information in STL's 9mm belt? And all those were printed. So there's not, I don't think there's a whole lot for information here. We can bring up, I should have, let me see. We've got the CNC Trident 9mm. I don't think I actually imported this. So let me get this downloaded and imported so we have something to refer to for fastener sizes and stuff. If we both got it, there are a lot of industrial applications that would be holding on with prayer. Yeah. Let me save this as... Just save it right there. Oh, we very much changed the lighting in the shop, Brent. We changed locations, we changed lighting. Everything has changed for the stream. If anybody wants to see, let's see what we have here. Let me tweak a couple of things. That'll do. That'll do. This is my new setup. So let's put this right here probably. So that's in the way, but this is the new camera that faces me. And see, it's kind of in this little area and it's on a little trolley. I can move it forward and back. And then my overhead camera, no more clamps and extrusions holding the overhead camera. I made this little setup and I can move this up and down and tweak that as I want. I thought I had to refresh to start the screen. Weird. Mike's a little low too, or is it just me? I don't know. It shouldn't be. I didn't change anything. The computer didn't change. So anyway, and I've got all the wires and stuff here. I have a my network. I have an extra network port now from my access point there. And then lighting is kind of up there. So I probably need to do something different, but yeah. Oops, we wanted to go back here. It's going to get cleaner. This is, I decided to do all of this right after stream on Sunday. Not printed cable mounts. It's coming. I needed to figure out how things were going to go, and then we'll clean things up. Some lower lighting would help with the shadows for sure. Yeah. Actually, I probably want to do this again because I need to open up. I like to open up Fusion Blind. I would certainly take suggestions for lighting. I mean, for sure. This is not my strong suit. Lighting and camera settings could be tweaked. Where are we at? Don't get me wrong, not complaining on the lights, just an observation. Yeah, no worries. I know it's not ideal right now, but I think it's adequate. Oh, there we are. We're in a good spot. We got community projects here. Let's upload. Select a file. And we're going to go all the way back here to projects, gray, and grab the CNC Trident. Upload. So when you're using that setup with Taylor today, or did it get by me? I was using this today. This is the new setup. 2 streams. Yep, Roy. Where's Manic really when you need him? I know he has some lighting recommendations, and he's far closer to me. I should get him down here. Have him help me set up my stuff. What? I don't want to update now. There we go. Oh, I thought he'd actually gotten out here. Well, it's just the step files for the printed parts. Okay. Are there any? I mean, we can handle not having instructions. I just figured we'd use them if we could. It's probably what it was. I've been having glitches lately because of ad block. I want to get a flying wall. I really wouldn't mind having a studio with a green screen to troll at work. I have a green screen. Put it behind me and then we don't have to worry about the garage. Let's see. Are there any links if we go Fabrico 9mm Trident? This came from Fabrico gave this to me. How much time do you get from getting off work and starting the stream? Hope you get a little relaxed time before starting the stream. On a normal Tuesday, no. I'm pretty much home. I have about an hour to get set up and then stream. Today I took it off because we did both streams. I was looking for, I guess we got a list of what we need to source, but I was hoping for some sort of documentation, but whatever. We will just wing it. So let's look at what we have. And where things go and how it goes together, and we have CNC parts. All of this okay. Nothing is really liking to focus. There we are. We have a bunch of printed parts in here. Some pop pink stuff with modeled in supports. Yeah. We'll probably make sure that's cleaned up. We have that. This one I already broke it off of. Hey, Bob. Welcome. I did reprint all of the XOL stuff. It's still in the other garage, but I don't think we're going to get to it today. So this is deprecated already. So is this. Although that might be a fun support to pop off. I think that's a support. Is it? Oh, yeah. Big ol' support. I've been here working on a glue up, sorting out a wall mount for a Google Pixel tablet for my boss's boss. Awesome. I won't be doing the Rainbow Barf LED I had planned because the new setup doesn't have it, unless there's one that's being made and that just hasn't been uploaded. But that's okay. I was only doing it because it seemed to be an option. These parts. It'd be nice to add a bounce light from below. It's a bit too contrasty from the top. How to do that? That's what I need to know. And then we've got a couple of those for the back there. I think that's about it for, oh no, we got the tops. We got those pieces. Does need some fill bounce light. Okay. Like I said, if folks have suggestions on the hows of doing that, it would be appreciated. I think the rest of this is other parts. Light strip on the table level. I don't want to be blinded myself now. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, we have parts. Let's figure this out. Some idlers. You might get away with enough just making the workbench surface white, but then it blows out the white balance on the cameras. Hi, Nat. Get sunglasses. Stream with sunglasses. So are these labeled at all? So if that goes, that would go there. Which is up top or bottom? Is there any distinction, or does it matter? Something extra bright pointed at the wall you're facing. Oh, from the back, pointing. Generally, lots of soft lighting is better and won't be as blinding. A raid? CNC mod for Trident. Yep. Okay. Where are these all the same? That's kind of a starting point. And are these then everything done with just the right spacers? It looks like they might be all the same. Yeah, I think they are the same. So we would be putting a stack up over there and a stack up over here. That doesn't look right. Wow. That is how we go. Those aren't the same? What am I missing? Oh, there is. Is there? No. Everything I'm seeing is the same. They may be mirrored. Sure, right. Yes, they are mirrored, but they're mirrored images of one another, yeah. So then I have some special spacers. I don't know exactly where those go. I do have some messages from Mr. T himself on where these spacers went, but I don't know how far back in my message history that was. Double T. Screw holes are smaller on some of them. If you're going by, oh. Yeah. So I did pick the right side. This is that M3. So that's correct. So I had this correct. I had it sitting here in the right spots. I had it sitting here in the right spots. So this is that. Where are the originals? They are right here. So I think I'm gonna need some bearings out of these. So there, there. No, what are we doing for bearings? Do we need an extra bearing? These are 9mm. What are we doing for bearings? "26 flanged bearings." Hey, Philip. Mirrored top would not fit with non-mirrored bottom. I get it. I got them in the right spots. The only thing that's different is that hole right there. That's what's setting all of this up in the right spots. And run the stepper buzz on my y-axis. It seems to go diagonal. Is that normal on Trident? Yes. Any core XY, when you stepper buzz an individual stepper, when one stepper moves, it moves in the diagonal. The other stepper moves in the opposite diagonal. In order to get it to move in an pure X or Y, you have to either move the steppers in the same direction or an opposite direction. Okay, I am potentially missing bearings, but these are in here. If we go here, there is a bomb. This is for the laser cut. What in the world? I think we need the additional bearing in the middle, a non-flanged. And do I have those? And where would they be? I think they're in the other garage. If I have them, they're in the other garage. So let me go check. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Links to additional parts on the site for the 9mm kit. Yeah. If we go here, this was one of the things. It was, what size are these? Now includes F8. What is the, oh, there we are. 695, F695s and regular 695s. And I think I have those. I think we're good. Dancing Taco Hat Steve, you're not gonna see me dance. Where are the non-flanged 695s? It's not those. Ooh, don't tell me that I only have flanged. If I only have flanged, then we'll shift gears and we'll work on electronics. Is that these? No, those are too thick. What do you think of your, that look-alike? That was a little creepy. That I gotta say, that was a little creepy. I think I may, oh, what are these? I think these are 2. Yeah, I don't have the non-flange bearings. So what we shall do is shift gears and work on the electronics changes I want to do. Well, this is trying to be faster than before with the CNC parts. So the whole thing is to be able to run higher belt tension, stiffer movement system, so you can run higher, get higher input shaper results. So then you can up your accelerations and speeds and be able to cancel it out. So theoretically, it should be faster than before. But I screwed up in not having the correct bearings because I didn't realize I needed them. So we will do electronics while my stomach growls. Apologies. I really, with all the stuff I've been doing, it didn't occur to me. It did not occur to me. So, oop, the other way. Let's flip this around. Oh, shoot. I was just there too. I was just in the other garage where the power supply mount is being printed. So you get to see Dancing Max for the second time in like 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay. Do you have any thoughts on the upcoming Cyborg kit? I know very little about it. I may have thoughts later, but I don't really have any thoughts right now. Is this a Trident Rev A or Rev C? This would be the first. This would be the first Trident kit? Yeah, I think this is probably a Rev A. Originally. So things that I've done to it is I'm running a 48 volt power supply here, which means that I think I can get away with a 150 watt power supply there and free up some space, because I think I'm going to want to run some sort of additional controller for the LEDs. What is the model number on that 48 volt PSU? Nice and compact. It is an IRM. Yeah, it's not really showing up there, is it? It's an IRM 90. So we're going to swap out that power supply, and then we're going to look at what it's going to take to put the fan, the new fan with the LEDs integrated. And then we'll figure out in a future stream how to get all of the LEDs going. So the intent, I know I've said this before and I'm trying to keep it there, is these Tuesdays are really about just working on printers, mostly working on existing stuff. So I'm not too worried. I'm a little annoyed that I didn't realize I needed that, but I'm not too worried about not having them. It is just the way these are supposed to be. It just kind of hang out and work on an existing printer and go from there. Hey Liz, how are you? Sneak in there and get the clips off. And that can be used for some other project sometime. And this is going to go on there and free up all kinds of room. I might be able to actually get this cover off the center wire channel. Hey Chris, this is a carne asada upgrade pack. I don't know. I'm ready for some carne asada right now. Okay, so this is the mount for the LRS 150. So this should go on the bottom here. It'll end up going like that, I think. But I need to put in a couple of heat sets. What did people think, if you saw it, of the Positron build earlier? I had a good time. Looking forward to Sunday. Hey, Pathetic Puma. I ordered one of the Cyber Tridents. They're pretty communicative about it on their Discord. That's good. I know there is some things about like attribution and recognizing creators of the mods they made on that. So I'm kind of waiting to see where that ends up. So going for inverted electronics. No, I'm not. Me and Nero are a good combo. I'm glad to hear that. Taking a break from the black box build on Sunday. Yeah, wiring. So wiring is a thing with the black box build. So this, the Positron build comes at a good time to allow some more time for wiring to get ready. They did credit folks on the product page. That's good. Anybody else in here woefully behind schedule for Murph prep, or just me? I don't have a whole lot to prep. My prep really needs to be getting used to using my camera and microphones, because I want to try to do some level of content at the event. I screwed up. Ordered a door on Delta kit. Excited about that. Nice. Hey, Joel. I screwed up. And I was 100% thinking about this too, and I still screwed it up. Positron is still on the radar, but finalizing the choice to get it is up in the air. I have a number of small form factor already. I like the small printers. Yeah, I don't tend to utilize Team FDM stuff as well there, Michael. Voron should made an official Voron. There's a lot to that. The door on Belta is a cool thing, but there's a whole lot to putting out a release printer. So, hey, Reth. Can't stay long. Father-in-law's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your father-in-law. Still debating if I want to drive from Seattle to San Francisco for open sauce. If you have a ticket, you should. So I screwed up. And I was 100% realizing that I needed to pay attention to this. And I still screwed it up. Is the audio really low? Here, let's see if I can. It shouldn't be. Let's see. Can I? Which one is it? Can I bump it up a bit? Is that getting any better? Is that any better? Is it louder for people? Is it louder or quieter right now? Because I made a change. I can never tell which direction is a change with decibels. Did it change? So what I did here is I printed out this mount, and you can hear your beard better. And I thought I was intending this to go in here, so this goes like that. The problem is this mount actually goes like this, and that's not going to work. Very few sources are ever consistent, so I'm just used to adjusting things. Yeah. So we can't do this. So let's move on. Can you use some VFA tape? Let's move on. Let's put together. How are you out of M3x8s? I'm not ready for XOL either. I'm waiting for the Orbiter 2. So I can't put XOL together. That's what I'm doing, Dave. That's actually what I was doing. I'm gonna grab the parts for the disco skirts and put those together. And if I find out that I'm missing the parts for those, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It is strike 2. The thing is, I know I modeled an inline mount for that. It's not out on the Voron parts repo for some reason. I don't remember why. Move over to the black box. What about CNC Gantry? Oh, I'm missing bearings for CNC Gantry. So this is, can I just flip this back over because it's taking focus. This battle for focus is, I'm losing it. I have one already modeled up. I'm just not sure why it's not out on GitHub. Let me see. There is, come on, open up. LRS 150. It's gonna be down here. I modeled it up for Jared because he was asking for different mounts. Did I actually? I don't have one, unless I'm just missing it. I have an LRS 150 rotated, which would imply that I have an LRS 150 in line. I may have to model that. Sorry to hear about the missus. Uh-oh. Got busy, grandkid wrangling, Grammy is not well today. Okay. Well, hi, Bill. I hope she feels better soon. Yeah, see, these need to go along that way, which means I'm going to need to tweak this mount or figure out what I did with the other one. Anyway. RGB makes your printer print 0.5% faster. Is that all I have? Is that all I need? I should have 2 of these. Where's the other one? I know I have two of them. I know I printed two of them. I should have two of these too. Print and chill edition. Here, let's go XR bunker. What is it? XR bunker works. Here we are. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna search for, is this, can we find it under Dave? Yes, Dave's Disco Skirts. Seems like I've been watching just about. Oh, it does kind of look like the Suzuki logo, huh? Hey, Johnny. More info can be found here. Dr. Dave's dance floor. That's what I was after. So this is a silly board that does RGB lights. It's absurdly simple. Is there any info here? I thought there was, well, there's CAD, but no, that's KeyCAD. I don't want that. Wasn't there some, where is documentation on it? There is terrible documentation, which would imply there's some. Is there some or none? Is there glue involved? Is there glue involved? Here, I'm gonna do this and do this. It's just a kid. There we go. Look how much nicer that looks. I feel duly reprimanded will improve the write-up. Is there... so there isn't actually anything? I think we can probably figure it out. So we've got... Do I have all the parts? Let's do that first. Fan brackets, STLs. So I have a logo lens, which is clear, and I know I have those. I just have to figure out where the others went. I have at least one set, but I know I printed all of them. I feel like they've gotten mixed up with other parts somewhere. But I've got at least one set of things, which would be this, right? And I've got live documentation with you then. So this goes here, here. I think this guy, oh, we got a couple of heat sets to put in, looks like. It's probably gonna do something like that. And that's gonna go in there like that. And that's where the glue is involved, I'm sure. Live documentation is not as widely available for everyone. That's funny. So that's going to go there. Now, if we just let that drop out, we're going to have a diffuser that's going to probably go in there like that. And then a board that's going to go in like, this is going to be the one of the shortest little, which way is that? Yeah, that would do it. One of the shortest little installs. So, okay. Let's use your favorite glue, some of that. And we have 2 heat sets to put in. So I have a feeling this is going to be easier to glue after the rest of it is together. My beautiful spool of Galaxy Blue showed up today. Awesome. Is that the one that you won? You already received it? That's awesome. If that's the case. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. That's awesome, sissy kid. Heat it up. I'm really curious where the other parts went though, because I 100% printed all of them. That goes there, and that's a heat set right there. I do them. Go. Never clean up, it's how you lose stuff. No kidding. Well, I've kind of been forced to clean up. This garage has expanded and contracted so many times in the last just like week and a half with this moving around and everything. When I was doing Christmas shows, I had 32,000 RGB LEDs. Wow. And you know, okay, so let's put this in and get it. That's gonna go like that. That's gonna go like that. Clips into there. That goes in there like that. Probably a little M3x6 button head, a couple of them. My garage is air conditioned. I have a large ceiling cassette mini split in here, and that's where the clamps were. They're all gone now. I can actually get into my attic without jabbing my side with the end of a clamp. Do the matchsticks too. I will have it's not going to be RGB, but I have a daylight on a stick for lighting. Now, what's going to be more interesting with this, beyond just assembly, is how we're going to control them. So any suggestions? I may have a device, the right device to do it, but any suggestions for what we should use to make sure that we can adequately control all this? Should we do like a WLED thing or something? That's going to go on there. That'll take glue. Let me grab them at Murph and got them home and went. What the hell? On what? I need to organize the garage. I'm afraid it may bite. Yeah, there are black widows in here. There are black widows in here. Probably quite a number of them. Just a few dots. You don't need to go crazy with it. Use the Clipper LED effects plugin for them. we're gonna have enough that isn't there a performance concern? I'm gonna set that there, and I am going to set a 2-3 block on it. Set 2 1-2-3 blocks on it. Use this one from Fabs. Say no to Black Widows. In the process of pulling out of my garage and converting it into office makerspace. Fun. Okay, let me do it quick. Maybe they're in here. Aha! That is where they are. Check it out. Dunk. Doink. Oh, we can set up the we can assemble the buttons, the skirt buttons. Yeah, you can't paste a link if you're not a moderator on here. So, what are you trying to post? Clamps are for when gravity isn't your friend. Otherwise, you use gravity. Gravity won't work for my wire management up here, so that's clamps. This is gravity. Hey zombie, how are you? Using more current than a port can deliver will be necessary to power the LED separately from the logic. But not just a power thing, but just a processing power thing. Isn't that a concern when getting too many RGB LEDs? Okay, let's put this one together. Oh, heat sets. Post a link in the WLED hub. It's great. It's what I have in my stealth changer. Let me see. In stream chat. Stream chat. Oh yeah, I have one of those. I think I might have one right here. I think it might be readily accessible. That's this guy. From Meteor Shemi NeoPixel Hub. Yeah, we'll use this then. I might work on my Trident tonight. Could use some work. There we go. Use that. I know. So the original intent was for this to go into my RepRap firmware V0 and try using, I don't remember what it was called, some commands to send, because I've got a bunch of LEDs in there that I haven't finished. So I might, we'll see what ends up, but that'll go into here since this is the current project. Thank you, Shammy. See, I get to things eventually, right? Usually, sometimes. But it should be hooked up to set the Wi-Fi password and stuff. Well, we have to go through that. That's kind of the point, right? Go through the process. Had a herd of kids run through the office. Fun. Go. This thing. Goes in there. That goes in there. Okay. See, the littlest thing in here will cause that to focus in the wrong spot. It's kind of irritating. Hey, Laura. Still in Nevada, not for fun, good reasons. I'm sorry. But hi, thanks for being here. Am I going to see you at 3D Printopia? No, I'm not going to see Sean. If you're on RGBs at full intensity, they can suck up a lot of power, and run my 2.4 RGBs with a clipper expander. Simple way to not load down the printer processor. Okay. I think we're going to use this and play with some, maybe play with some of the effects. Should be dry by now. Yep, it's dry. There's a plugin for WLED to work pretty easy with Clipper now, I believe. Okay. Reminds me of the bottle of shoe goo is getting old and I need to order a new bottle. This stuff is pretty nice. I usually use it for magnets and stuff, just for the itty bitty bit of flexibility. Stepdad passed away. I'm sorry. An only child, so yay me. Wish we could go to 3D Printopia, but Sean's bike ride is the same weekend. And see about using a RPi 5 on a new build. Have you used one yet for Clipper? I have not, but there's camera issues with that, right? This is basically CA glue with a flex agent. It's not like rubber glue, it's CA glue, but it has a flex agent of some sort. So, I was looking for that. I found the print for it and lost it. Glip Topless WLED Clipper. Copy link. Let's just go to WLED or LED controls for your Clipper Moonraker machine using WLED. Stuff you'll need: a board, software, and a case. Oh, and then a Moonraker plug-in. Nice. I got some of the 3M Scotch Weld. I haven't tried it. I'm not familiar. It's not. Oh, Bob Smith Industries. This is true. I do. I'm representing. I got some BSI. And where's the other? I have some other stuff too. So. Okay. So those are done. Let's put this skirt. And we're just gonna kind of go through things. We'll go through and assemble some sub-assemblies, and then we will, they'll get put on the printer later. That stuff smells really good. It smells dangerously good. The Bob Smith Industries activator. I got all the buttons here. Buttons, buttons. There we are. One more thing. Oh no, I don't inhale too deeply. No. Glue stiffing is not good for one's brain cells. Nope. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna play with here is assembling this skirt button mod. It is from 3D Experts. And I've got a, yep, there, got a special skirt for it. It has massive airflow. And I think that's all I need. I think so. Let's find the info on this. 3D Experts. Here we are. Link here. So is there a mod for USB for offline printing? Can you do offline printing with Clipper? Through a screen? Hey, Ryan. Okay, so Voron skirt button PCB. There are, because I'm in a 250 Trident, there's a couple of special parts that needed to be printed for the corner in order for it to fit. I am not planning an all-wheel drive mod on this. I'm doing the 9mm CNC Gantry setup from Double T. So then we got a PCB here. And available here. So they have a thing, but was there some manual? Here we go. Hey, look, Dave, there's a manual folder. Skirt button, PCB clipper firmware. So compiling the firmware, setting this thing up, that kind of thing. But as far as mounting, it is I mean, it's as simple as throwing these in here, putting them on the skirt. What fun is that, reading the manuals? And then mounting the PCB behind it. So let's do it. What is the order of these? Does it really matter? I don't know. But we've got these and we've got various parts. Can each button have a different color? They could. Well, I don't know what's capable in configuring the thing. I don't know. That's a good question. Okay, so this guy, we're going to go home in the corner here. So we got a home and the clear. So this is PETG, clear pieces, and then the same purple ABS as the rest. And that guy's gonna go right there. If they are addressable, you can. What speeds do you normally run on your printers for functional parts? That's a good question. That's a good question. It depends on the feature, but I probably top out at 200 to 300 millimeters per second, but in like the 100 millimeters per second on perimeters. Okay, and then temperature. This one, I had to watch out in the slicer because these little parts that hold it in are just too thin for a 0.4 millimeter nozzle, and I had to turn on the detect thin walls in Prusa Slicer for those to show up. So that this one goes next. Oh, yeah, and then which one is this? This is, let's just go, which way? Did I print two of the same one? Uh-oh, I printed two of the same one. Were there two? That should have been opposite. So they're supposed to go opposite. Did I miss that? Buttons, regular. Oh no, because yeah, I couldn't have messed it up because they give you a single print here. How am I just being I printed this. How is that different? Oh. No, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. And what do we have here? Derek, thanks for the gifted memberships. Okay, so if you notice this one here, let's zoom in a bit. You notice this one here is not a full, let's go there. Those are the two. So this one has some cutoff. It's because of this spot here is not a full hexagon. So, and then there is a associated smaller, now because of this is not compatible with a 250 2.4. Hey, Dr. Runny. So with that, it makes it easy to figure out which one this goes into. Now it does not make it so easy to figure out which the other one is. Okay, so that one goes away. That one goes there. And then this one. Which way does this go in? It's gotta go like that, right? Yeah. Like that. Do you run the buttons with a clipper screen? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have these on with a screen. Yes, yes, that will mean some redundancy in functions. This is more checking out the mod, how to configure it, how to get it set up. I had actually originally planned on putting this in my Trident, but I never got around to it. Never mind. I'll put the back on first this time. I built a 350, love it. Awesome. Hey, the first layer. How are you? Oh. Yeah. I need to see which way this one goes. And then we get the parts. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Ram. Nice nougat. And it came with little self-tappers. And what are these? Probably Phillips. Yep. Former coworker and I both ordered Cyborg Tridents. Congrats. So we're meeting up to build them together. Awesome. Can I see the other side of the skirt? Yes, in just a moment. Just a moment. Okay, so this is gonna go on here like this. Those are gonna line. And these are threading into plastic and they're small screws. Probably don't want to do too many ugga-duggas. 3:20 a.m. Wow. You're up all the time anyway, right? You're like sanity. You never go to sleep. Okay. So all that's in, everything's here. The button feel is not what I would have expected, to be honest. I don't know what's going on. That one's not pressing at all. That one pressed. That one's not pressing at all. I'm sure I only get a couple of chances at with these self-tappers adding and, or removing and reinstalling. So let's see what's going on. This might be extra sensitive to those light diffusers, the print settings on there, which I don't have a ton of. Oh yeah, those are, oh, well that's why that one wasn't working. That's why that one wasn't working. So that goes like that. That means that goes straight back. Forward to building a 300 Trident from Cyborg myself. A little intimidated by the elbow drive since it's my first Boron. That is quite a first build, for sure. I do still use the glasses when I want to really see some up close. Just making sure they're all good buttons. But we got lots of little LEDs in there. Just a little better view of this. It is an STM chip, right? It's like a keyboard. It's just the, all you get is the feedback from the switch itself. There isn't any extra springs or anything. But with that correct, it might sit in here a little better and we'll see how it feels then. Josh. SVO5 into a Trident now, and I'm the one doing the SVO6 to switch wire conversion. Okay, is that better? That's, yeah, there it goes. There we go. And you're broken in. They just released the HBB that has keyboard keys. Yep. I've had this one longer though, so I want to cover the real thing is just the setup and configuration. That's the key to this kind of thing of what I want to cover. But at least they're all clicky now. Cool. Have you noticed any discoloration in your print heads for your printers? My white stealth printer looked like it's been smoking. Yeah, absolutely. You are going to get a lot of radiant heat there, and it is going to discolor plastic all the time. Now enter the Konami code. It's going to go away. Good enough. Hey, Wind Farms, how are you? Those are cool. Let us. We are definitely stretching for things to do tonight. What is that? What's that, Poity? Gravity? Forums, they are so modular that the modding experience for Zen 3 is even more pleasurable. There's just so many out there. Oh, well, that's interesting. So, Mr. Dr. Dave, what do we got going on here? Are you here, Mr. Dr. Dave? What do we got going on here? Which means that don't fit. Let's go back here. Hey, Francois. Why the thickness not the same? Yeah. Fan brackets. STLs. Skirt fan bracket. There's no special parts here. There's no special parts here that say print different fan grills. Okay, let's see what is this thing this YouTube thing. Copy link address. I'm just gonna paste it because I trust Poity. I never got around to it. What? That's not funny. That's not funny at all. I'm not going to trust Poity anymore. On light duty for the next 7 weeks. Oh. Turtle helped. Of course Turtle helped. Okay. Dr. Dave, I need an explanation. I need an explanation. A little bit funny. This is not. This makes me sad. That makes me sad. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to go any further on those. 2 things down. What else are we doing on this printer? What else are we doing? We're going to have a short stream tonight, honestly. Fiercely working on a manual for me. Improp Tune Fusion 360. Trim with an X-Acto. I don't think I'm going to be able to effectively trim this little thing down. I'm going to split it. It's going to end up splitting right there if I try. Clicky clacky door. I can't do that on this printer. I've got a signature on it. Fusion 360 for the power supply mount. The question is why? I know I have the, let me see something. I know I have the other mount. I just don't know where it is. What did you do? You did that. How did you do that? Because then it doesn't fit. Oh, these aren't the same color, no. Oh no. How did he do it? Do you know? Do you know how you did it? You know, to be honest, the shim right there would be enough. I don't use the backs. What, how do you put the grills on the non-fan side? Rotate the Voron. I get it right. It's more supportive that way and less likely to break. I use the existing part as a template and copied that. Yeah, that's how. Did someone else go out there and tweak stuff? Oh, you use nuts on the back? Right, but the non-fan side is what I meant, Shammy. Did someone else go out there and tweak my stuff? No, that won't work. Maybe some paper with an abrasive substance glued to it. Some sort of something might work. Really curious why I don't have that. Put 4 fans on mine and turn them way down. Cools way better, and it's actually quieter than 2 fans. I don't run them very loud and very high anyway. Even the 2 fans, I run them and it's enough. Anakin's Bane may work. Can't see the flaw from my house. Look for reverse fan Trident. What else can we do? What else were we planning for on this? Print a couple spacer washers. 2 fans in on each side to leave a laptop open and logged in with me around. Let's check something, because I do want to check. I want to check something on the printer for future mods, for future plans on how this is going. So let's go through here. We are going to remove this stepper mount because I want to see if it's a modified version that I have that has a channel in it for wire. So I'm gonna run an LED lighting wire down through one side, and I'm gonna run a camera wire down through the other side. So can it just be mounted with 2 screws? Yeah, I mean it could, but then it looks funny because you see the heads of the screws. But really the easiest way is to put a little spacer there. That's probably what I'll do. Let's put a little spacer there and not have to reprint anything. But Dave's gonna fix it on the rest of them. So anyway, I want to see if I have one here. I need to print one for here, but I want to see what is. So this is a good remove it in situ. Keep going and install fan guards off stream. Guess right there. I don't know. I feel like I should be taking notes. Yeah, I mean, this all started because I don't have the bearings for the double T mod, and I'm a little disappointed in myself for not, because I don't know how I would have, why I've missed that. Because we'd be installing gantry stuff right now. I have wire channels on other parts, but not the front mounts. Do you have room for them? Oh, you're using NEMA 17s, right? New motor. No, I'm not doing the inverted electronics mod. It's a 250. I can turn it over. I hardly ever have to turn it over. Ah, I forgot to twist it out of the way. There we are. That, and I think I can just get away with just glancing. Use lithium grease on those lead screws. I have not, but I should probably put some. They have not worn through, and this printer has a decent number of hours on it. Went to Knott's Berry Farm yesterday for the first time. It was awesome. I've never been. My day is going well, aside from forgetting all the things. What was I? Looking for a little stopper so I don't lose the carriage off the end. There we are. So it's the white sludge. I think it's just, I don't know, maybe I did, maybe it's dust, maybe it's wear. Using brass or palm leaf? It's palm. It's palm. Maybe it's Maybelline. Can I get in there enough to see it? Or do I need to lower the? Yeah, I gotta. the linear rail gets in the way. Not had good luck with grease on the palm nuts. It gums up. What kind are you using? I don't know if there's anything that would be great, but just curious. What do we got? 22 minutes till Polymaker filament giveaway. Are you super lube comes up? Weird. Okay, so I can't tell without taking it completely apart. I could probably tell if I flipped it over, but YouTube is super interesting tonight with filtering. All Bill and Eric trying to keep at it. Is YouTube filtering weird stuff? Because you know what's really frustrating? I turned all of that off. I told it, don't filter it. I told it, don't filter it, and it does it anyway. Because what happens is if it shows up there, it doesn't show up on the overlay because it's too late. Well, yeah, it filters nuts on NeuroStream too, I notice. But I went in and told it no filtering necessary. And it still does it now. And it doesn't show me. As far as I'm concerned, my view, it's live chat. It's live chat right now. And it's not showing me that it's filtering. That was way too much. I did not. So, even though we're gonna have to, in order to run a wire, we're gonna have to run it through again. I'm gonna throw it on here. So I guess for anybody's benefit, here's the difference. There's a channel right there. And it's designed such that you could get a wire all the way in and you don't see it at all. And I usually put a slot cover through here. Did I just get a hiccup on the stream? I saw a little buffering symbol on the in my view. Do bots add to view count? Are there any bots anymore? I thought we banished the bots. All of my views are 100% legit. I gotta assume so. View count adds the bots. Whoa. Okay. Okay, now we got a problem. I'm gonna try to put that back into place. There's something that is that's getting in the way. So let's flip this on its back. Find out what. Yeah, there's a wire right there. No, I don't need to remove the foot. I just had to see what wire was getting in the way. The addition of the channel forced it to angle and pop in to get under the rail. Your beard is about as long as mine. Okay. Spray Teflon lube evaporates quickly. Stick to Mobilex EP2 or lithium grease. Need to get Steve's beard. So this started, I mean, you've seen my trim, where I'm fairly trim. This would have, I stopped trimming it in, what was it? November 22. And that's where I'm at now. I got a warning from the wife about not growing the beard to look like Steve. I have not had a haircut. I need to get a haircut before open sauce. Welcome back, Science Sniper. Okay, so that is there. We are 15 minutes from giveaway time. What else can we do? Told not to shave it off completely. Pretty sure that'd get me in trouble too. That part is off. I feel like I have more. I feel like I have more. Dance party. Nope. Not gonna happen. Talk about water cooling. Can't get past the first half-inch of growing a beard. Irritates too much. I never really had a problem with that. What's the name of this wire pass mod? Oh, you can get it. You can get it. Where do I store this? So there's two places that I store mods, and I know it's confusing and kind of annoying. But if we go to the Voron user mods, it might be there. So if we go to Voron user mods, here, let's try Trident, stepper mount. Is it here? This isn't actually where I wanted to be. I wanted to GitHub. Voron user GitHub. Let's see if it's even here. Water cool the Trident bed. That makes sense. We go here and go to printer mods and then scroll down to my name. Did I put it here? And parts, jigs, and mods and Trident. Here it is. So stepper left camera. So if anybody wants that, it's right here. Go to take off. If you have any more notes, ping me later. No problem, Dr. Dave. You know I'm just having fun. If I remember right, exact words what you look like. Oh. How hard was it to enlarge the solid fork parts to make the Trident design? Anyway, that's where that is. So what other stuff? I don't know if I need to move stuff off of here, try to keep it in one spot. What I wanted to do is have more of what I have on my GitHub now here, but it wasn't really consistent with what the rest of this was. So that's why I started just putting stuff on my GitHub. I have the Ender 3 bed mount for Legacy, little power supply stabilizer I made, little OpenBuilds corner feet. And a fan grill for the back enclosure type stuff. And switch wire has the different spool holder stuff and that little panel spacer tool. So, but then my GitHub has all the in printer stuff. In printer stuff, you'll find printers and Milo. Everything else on my GitHub is just forks or copies of other repos. Is it possible to watch folders in GitHub instead of the whole repository? Do you have a printer config to a Trident with CAN bus anywhere? What are you looking for, Frank? As far as what are you trying to get out of that? What are you trying to get out of that? Anyway, this is starting to grow. I just put a bunch of Milo parts out here. If you go here, the electronics table was done right before stream. Threw this stuff out here mostly so Daniel could get it. Mr. Bearded Bucket, who doesn't have to brush his beard to keep it tame. Anyway. So, yeah, it's fun. My extruder isn't working, everything else is, but not extruder. So in a multi-MCU setup, you need to, so is like your hot end, is it heating up? Are you able to do stuff like that? Here, let's just do this. What? What are you laughing at, Bill? We got 9 more minutes till giveaway time. Let's get those likes up. Let's make me feel better for forgetting things. Get those likes up there. Ooh, my stomach's growling. Hot end and LEDs and fans all work, but the extruder isn't working. So it's either config or wiring, right? Or the extruder could be bad. But does it do anything? I need to wear the taco hat. I need tacos. Where is the taco hat? I don't see the taco hat. I can't do it. Did you eat after Nero stream? I did. I did. I've had one sandwich. I need to eat again. No extrude or retract. Does it make any noise when you try though? So, done traveling across mountains this week? No. Yeah, we're probably beyond what we can effectively troubleshoot on a stream here. But is that a Voron? Is it a Voron? Vitali, holy moly. Vitali, 50 memberships, thank you. You know, looking at that space above the garage door would be a perfect place for the Polar Ted Club name wall. It also needs to be painted. That's fan. Sure you're not doing a cold extrusion. Yeah, there's lots of things, but if it is a Voron, there is a help channel on the Voron Discord. So check that out. If you look here, at one point when, so I did a high high lift garage door setup. I had a shop come out and do that. Before they did that, I went in and painted around where I knew they would be adding stuff. So then I could go back later and finish painting the garage. And this is how far I got. Finally home from work, time for the giveaway. Yep, 6 more minutes. Those are just, I gotta scroll up to find chat. Thank you, Vitali. Shammy, member for 10 months, thank you. 143 likes. Covered in name plaques. I want to do some stuff. Do you guys notice the, I know it's not really in focus. I don't know if I come back here if it would be get in better focus, but my Charlie and Steve Builds logo clock. Let's see if we can get a better view of that with this camera. That's pointed in the general direction. Oh yeah, we can get a better view of that. There. Charlie clock. This is courtesy of our friends at KB3D. Thank you, Chris. Finally got it up. That's probably not its permanent location. That was just a spot to put it. I'm barely gonna make it, been up since 4:30. Whew. You could change your zoom again like you had before stream. Yeah. There we go. Mad Shammy, 22 months. Thank you. So, yeah, that got me choked up a bit because this was when Charlie was. We just found out he was really sick. He was still around. This was Chris gave this to me at Murph last year. But that was very, very nice. Let's go here. So, okay, let's get this all set up. Camera back to its general position. There we go. Wife's taking a nap before she goes to bed. Taking a let's open. It lost my settings. There we are. Speaking of. And there. How many people do we have in here? In the 150 likes? That's good. That's a good number for a Tuesday. Josh, thanks for being a member. The wife has started joining in on the stream now. Awesome. Hoity is using... Are you getting another? Yeah, so part of... Oh, you are in my time zone. That's right. Part of the... There. The carpet here. There. Is to replace all the stuff that is in the other garage because kitty cat with bladder and kidney issues makes a mess, and so I'm replacing it all. But that means taking the entire printer, desks, workbenches, everything out of there, which is not going to be fun. So if I go to sleep in my recliner, the wife comes in and says, "Wake up." I don't usually fall asleep outside of bed. I'm usually moving until I go to bed. So we are just about at giveaway time. So last chance to get in. Last chance before we count down 3 seconds. I'm lucky. I fell asleep at my desk today while on a call. I usually crash and burn around 1 to 2 a.m. I'm pretty good at the cat nap. My wife is very annoyed that I can I can come in, lay down, take about a 5-minute, close my eyes nap, and be up and be ready to go. Start the countdown now and close exactly on time. What would be the fun in that? Oh, you know what we can do though? You know what we can do? We can add to the, because it is the 4th, it's the first Tuesday of June, and I don't want to accidentally forget. So right after the giveaways, I'm going to give away the, right after the Polymaker giveaway, I'm going to give away the five of the gifted memberships. And if you folks will remind me to do it Sunday, I'll give away the other 5 on Sunday. I can't nap at all, or I'm up all night. So I used to have extremely severe obstructive sleep apnea. So I had lots of trouble staying awake and very tired all the time. And had tonsillectomy, and I've been fine since. I had tonsils that were 2.5 times the normal, typical size. It is 7 o'clock. It is giveaway time. I fell asleep on my seat at a rock concert. Hey, Maker Bites. Where are we at? We have... I had to remove mine. Yeah. Don't keep them in a jar. They're long gone. Okay. We are going to close the entries in 3 seconds. We don't need to be staring at me. I tried a CPAP for a while. I'm very glad that the tonsillectomy took care of it. But anyway, 3 seconds without a new entry. So 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Now I am making this a little more efficient, so don't wait for the last second, because if you got caught on Sunday, you might get caught again. But there have been new entries, so 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Now we're gonna 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, let's export this. Rotating this print 90 degrees solve the layer shift problem. Nice. Seconds, not inches. Create. Yeah, we're having fun, but we're being a little more efficient with our fun. GJ, you still got the first entry in. Was the sleep apnea a reason you got the tonsillectomy, or was it a happy coincidence? No, it was the reason I got the tonsillectomy. Tried the CPAP for a while, and it didn't work out, and finally convinced them that that was probably a good idea, considering they were as large as they were. Spinning Charlie wheel available as a screensaver. Okay, and Apex, you got the last one in, so let's paste these in. Efficient fun. Let's see, everybody is here. We are going to do a number between 6 and 24. And 24. So I had a tonsillectomy and a UPPP, which is a uvula phalange something plasty, where basically they took my tonsils and they hogged out the membranes in the back of my throat. So I don't have a uvula anymore. And I choke easily. If I don't pay attention when I'm swallowing, I can, if I don't pay attention when I'm swallowing, it goes down the wrong pipe a little easier than it used to. I very much will take the trade-off of being able to sleep better. So, I don't know that I had blood pressure issues, but I did stop breathing in my sleep. Okay, let's see. How many do we have here? Let's go. I see Taco Supreme said 5. So we're going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and spin. Who do we got? Johnny B, 3D Printing. I recognize that name. Congratulations. Are you here, though? You have 2 minutes to say something in chat. Yeah, it's not entering the Nathan's Hot Dogs eating contest anytime soon. No. There you are. Congratulations. You will get an email from me sometime between now and the next stream. Oops, turn off the timer. We are good. Awesome. You have sleep apnea and can tell her to CPAP do it. Yes, absolutely. 100%. If you snore, any kind of sign, snoring or tired or you stop breathing, have it checked out. It is important. It's one of those things that it is life lengthening. Getting treatment for it is will extend your life. Awesome. Unpin. What? What's going on? Shammy, are you caught up? I was strangle myself with the hose. Yeah, it's not as bad as you, at least for me, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I was able to sleep surprisingly well with the CPAP, but trick for me wearing memberships. Oh, thank you. Here, let me give 5 gifting 5 community memberships. Thanks for that reminder. But yeah, I stretch this. I don't feel like I'm great at stretching that either. So there you go, Johnny B. Perfect. I use my CPAP every night. Can't live without it. Yeah. And anybody that I've talked to that has to use one, it says exactly that. They may hate it, but it's well worth it. So awesome. With that, I will be more prepared next Tuesday. I promise. We will get this gantry installed. I will probably have the new, Y rails, so I'll just swap those out. Okay, I'll use it on the 3D printer. Yeah. Idea for forward-facing lighting without blinding yourself. Put a LED light strip aimed towards the back of the cubby. Reflected light from the back wall should be enough. If anybody has ideas for my setup here, post them in the Discord. It's hard to go back and look at suggestions in the chat, but I appreciate it because I do need to do something. With that, thank you for those that stuck through this. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Thanks, Vitali. Thank you, Derek, and who else? Hope you have a good rest of your week. We will be on Sunday with Nero continuing the Positron build on here. So hope to see you there. Enjoy the build. Take care, everyone. Bye.